All right, so as I'm getting inside the ambulance, things get a lot worse. My heart's beating more because my anxiety. The paramedic was really unhelpful. And I'm going to say it again. It was very clear to me he had no regard for my life whatsoever. Um, he made me sign forms, and he told me that he wasn't going to move the truck if I didn't sign them. So if I didn't sign these papers, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you today. He made it very clear to me that I was nothing more than a nigger to him because, like I said, I can understand why whites feel the way they do, and this is just why a lot in my real life, this is why I don't really deal with a lot of them. Like, I could have my opinions on my people, but at the end of the day, I know what I am, and I know who I feel comfortable being around. But he made it very clear to me what he thought of me. No, he had no regard for my life, and that day really just woke me up. It really told me my position in this country. So I'm I'm literally like, if you watch my video, you know everything that happened. The ambulance was very careless with me, you know, and as I get in the hospital, things don't get any better. You know, I was really out of it because when I went in there, they thought I was trying to commit suicide because I had so many pills in my body, but they didn't understand that I'm just a working person, 2 jobs, just trying to pay off a car and get some money. And you know, they let me tell you one thing about hospitals. If they feel like you're a danger to yourself or others, they will force needles on you. You don't know what's inside that shit, but they will force needles on you. They forced needles on me that I didn't know what it was. And I don't really know how, before they did that, I don't know how I survived the pills because like I said, I don't know what happened when I was in the bed because I felt nothing at all. I don't know what happened. But they forced needles on me. Don't know what it is. When I woke up, before they forced the needles on me, I didn't know where I was because I was asking the security guard that was outside the room. I just said, "Bro, what happened?" And he told me like, "Yeah, you overdosed." And I was like, he was like, "You were this close to dying." And he told me how many pills were inside, and I was still in disbelief because I just thought I was dead, but I was in like some kind of waiting room. And eventually, things begin to like, click. Like I wasn't dead. And against my will, they sent me to a psych ward because they are assuming that I'm suicidal. I want to hurt myself. So that wasn't the worst 3 days of my life. I did do a lot of good there because I convinced people that it is it is, you do have a value on this earth. You are worth living. It's nothing. Suicide isn't the answer. I convinced a lot of people that, and also told them, the people that you're around can have influence on the way you think about yourself. But I I got out of there on Sunday. I started going there. I was registered in there, I believe, on a Thursday. And some of the staff weren't really good, but it wasn't really that long. But let me just tell you this. That experience itself is why I think the way I do about white people. I don't have no trust whatsoever relating to police, paramedics, firefighters, doctors. The only life-threatening condition I have is narcolepsy, and that I can control. But everything else, vaccines, medicine, I can't really take it anymore. But I stay away from anything I feel is westernized medicine. If anything, if I ever feel like I need help, I'll do the alternative medicine, you know. But exercise and eating healthy is what I feel can really prevent a lot of these diseases that people have. Because like I always say to myself, you don't really hear Chinese and Indian people getting cancer, getting diabetes, you know, getting heart disease. You don't really hear them getting this kind of stuff. But I have zero trust for, it's almost to the point where it's like the entire race, to be honest. Because having that happen to you, and I'm let me say this, I've seen black people do things to white people. I worked at a nursing home. Black female nurses have done things to white patients. I've seen it happen. Spoke out against it and nothing happened. Things like this go on a lot. But when I worked there, I had a some sense of power on someone's life there. I had control. I never abused my power that I had there. I never did anything I never did anything bad when I worked there. I always treated people with respect. I'm gonna say this. There was a white man who was at this nursing home that I knew was about to die. They were so neglectful of him. He could barely talk. He could barely stand up straight. I went and got him something to eat. I got him literally food because I didn't want him to die, because he sounded like he was about to die that day. I was telling the staff there, this guy needs help, and no one did a fucking thing at all. And that was the most fucked up thing. Next to me almost dying, that's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life. I was glad to know that he didn't die when I saw him the following day. But white people are the ones that run these nursing homes, and they hire black women to do the most fucked up shit to the people there. But as a result of, like I said, my experience, I've gained a severe mistrust of white people. I mean, it's jobs, co-workers, it's that bad. Because when you fuck with somebody's life, when you mess with, if you mess with the someone's ability to live or die, that's real low to me. And to be honest, I don't think I'll ever really get over it at all. Just how I say whites, they have the right to not get over it. They have the right to feel the way they do about black people. I have the right to feel the way I do about whites, because, like I said, when you mess with somebody's life, when you mess with someone's livelihood, but most importantly their life, that's something that's unforgivable. That's something that you can't forgive at all. It's something that I will never forget. I will never go to police for anything. I will never go to the doctor for anything. I will never go to the paramedics for anything. If it was my choice, I wish it was a way where your taxes can go to your own people, your own race, because I hate the idea that I have to spend money on another person's salary that can give a fuck about me. But that's just where I'm at right now. That was my experience there. You can watch the video on my channel where I tell you more in detail why I don't, have a trust for white, like, paramedics, cops, and doctors.